Hello, viewer. Once again, you're welcome to our YouTube channel. Today, we're going to be talking about the important things that make relationship work. There are so many of them, actually, if you ask me. It's quite a number of them. What are these things that you need to do, put in place to make your relationship work? We are the Austins, as usual, and today we're going to be talking about this. And I advise you pay attention, because definitely, as usual, you're going to pick one or two things out of what we have to say today. So, without wasting much of your time, we'll go straight to our points. First on our list is communication. Communication is the key to every successful relationship. How can you be in a relationship that you cannot communicate with your partner? I mean, some people are even malicious in nature. They go as far as keeping malice with their partners over the tiniest issue. How will you resolve conflict? How will you resolve issues if you don't have a good sense of communication with your partner? I'm going to be pushing that to my hubby, Mr. Austin, to elaborate more on that communication.
Thank you very much, darling.
All right.
Actually, it's a pleasure to be here again today to talk to you on a relationship. Now, just like my wife said, one of the things that make relationship work is communication. And communication is not just talking to someone, expecting the person to understand what you're saying. No, communication has to do with you passing a message across and ensuring the recipient understands the message you sent. So until the messenger is able to decode the message you sent, communication has not taken place. Now, there's what we call effective communication and non-effective communication. You can't be shouting at your wife every time you shout and shout and shout and expect her to change. And you'll be wondering, after all my shouting and everything, she's still doing the same thing. Yes, you were just shouting, you were not communicating. She didn't get the message. Okay, now for communication to be effective, you must address some vital fundamental issues. You understand? Now, when you were communicating, we were taught that the way you communicate a message most times is more important than the message itself. So if you have any message to pass across to your spouse, you have to look for a way to pass it across. That's why you see women nagging and nagging and nagging. The more you nag, the more he is doing that same thing you were nagging against, because you've not been able to penetrate him. You've not been able to pass the message across. You understand? And this is the issue most people are having in their relationships, in their marriage. Relationships generally, whether father to child, mother to daughter, pastor and church members, husband and wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, boss and employee, however you look at it. Lack of proper communication has been a fundamental issue in most relationships. So if you want to have a good relationship, if you want to maintain a good and cordial, peaceful and enjoyable relationship with your partner, with your spouse, learn to communicate effectively. Thank you.
Beautiful. Lovely. Beautiful. Wow, that's a good one. Okay, moving on. And next on our list is the next point, the next key point we're going to be talking about is honesty, sincerity. I mean, if you lack these qualities, I wonder what you're doing in a relationship. Because for any relationship to succeed, there must be transparency, there must be honesty. Let your yes be yes and let your no be no. You can't be seeing something is right and you say it's black. No matter the consequence, no matter the situation, always stick by the truth. Because the more you tell lies to your partner, the more you keep lying to them, the more you keep losing them. In fact, for every lie you tell, you're losing your partner, whether you know it or not, or whether you believe it or not. There's nothing that kills a relationship like a lie. Because from one lie, you go to the next lie, you go to the next lie, and you keep lying. And the bad thing about lying in relationship, for most people are smarter than you think. Today you tell a lie, the next day they come to you, they're like, oh, yeah, honey, that thing you told me that day, you said it was for mother. You said, no, it was Tina. But you told me because you've forgotten what you told her. You lied. But if you were honest in your words, in what you tell her, definitely it's going to correspond with what you said the other time or the previous time. So try to ensure, try. It's not easy. Most of us see it as the easy way out. Let me just tell a lie. After, how is she going to know? Definitely those things are still going to come out in future. You might escape at the moment with a lie, but definitely in the future the truth is going to always prevail. So try to keep make your partner understand that when you say this, that is how it is, and that will help build their trust in you. So I'd like you to say something, one or two things, concerning honesty in relationship, because it's very important.
Yeah,
very important. Yeah.
Honesty is something, it's a quality that every person on earth should strive to have, to build, to cultivate.
Possess, yeah.
And let me even take it a little notch higher, that we shouldn't just be honest, but we should try to be people of integrity.
Exactly.
Don't just be honest, have integrity.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to decipher, I'm going to differentiate between the two. Honesty is, it's me coming to my wife now and say, sweetheart, I'm sorry, I slept with that woman when I traveled to Lagos 2 weeks ago. I'm honest enough to admit to her that I did it. But integrity would not even allow me sleep with a woman in the first place.
Wow.
So integrity is higher than honesty. So yes, it's good to be honest, but I would say we should cultivate integrity. We should be men and women of integrity.
Wow.
If you are someone that has integrity, then you're going to have one of the best relationships ever, because your partner can trust you. When you hear them say, I trust him with my life, I can bet my life that he didn't do it, it's because over time you have proven yourself as a person of integrity. So your spouse, your partner can vouch for you that you are this and you are that. I think I've made that point.
Exactly. That's a lovely, beautiful one, honestly. So moving on to the third and also another key point, important points as to building your relationship. These points are very valid and important. If you put these things in place, definitely you're going to have the best relationship ever. The next point we're going to be discussing or talking on is humility. One thing that kills relationship is pride. When you have a proud, arrogant, boastful, dogmatic, chauvinistic, don't mind me, I'm shifting towards the men folk now, but it's also applicable to the women. We call them the boss ladies, the kings, ladies that are kings. They are so proud, but they are never humble. They can't submit to a man. They see themselves as feminists also. But the truth of the matter is, how long can you go? No man wants a woman that will not submit. As a matter of fact, the Bible even supports that. As a woman, you want your man to go all out for you. You need to be submissive. You need to be humble. Come on, it's easy. If you can't be humble to your man, a man you love, then, who can buy your humility? Nobody out there can. You just need to strive to have it. Try. It's not easy. Some of us are naturally bossy. But, when you have somebody that believes in you, that is giving all he has, his life, his time, finances, everything to support your goals, your dream, what does it cost you to be humble? You can't have two captains in one ship. Be humble, be submissive. And that is the key. Loyalty, that is the key to having a successful, stress-free, peaceful relationship. I'm going to shift that now to my hobby. Let's hear how the men see submission and humility in relationship.
I think she knows what she's talking about because she was there. In fact, one of the things she just said now is what my father-in-law, her dad, says every time, that you cannot have two captains in one ship. One has to submit. Now, when you talk about humility, which she mentioned, humility doesn't mean that you will not want anything or you will nothing. No. Humility is the quality of not seeing yourself as being better than the other person.
Exactly.
Because a proud person sees himself as being better, superior to the other person. Even when he is wrong, he can never admit he is wrong. A man that can never say I'm sorry, a man that can never say please, a man that can never say thank you, that's a man that I don't wish anybody to marry. And same thing too with women. I've seen so many women like that. They can never say I'm sorry. They can never say thank you. you. They can never say please. They have this entitlement mentality.
Yeah.
They believe they are always right, even when it's very obvious to everybody that they are wrong. As far as they are concerned, they are blind to the fact that they are wrong. So if you want to have a wonderful relationship, learn to be humble. Even the Bible says that wives, submit yourselves to your husband. It didn't say wives, love your husband. It says submit yourself to your husband.
Yeah.
When you submit to a man, when you submit to him, to a man, he will appreciate you, he will love you. And you, a man, or you men, when you love your wife, she will naturally submit to you. When you show her love,
Yeah.
she will submit to you. It's
Definitely.
as simple as that.
Sure.
So let's learn to be humble. Let's learn to appreciate our partners, our spouses, whatever thing they do, no matter how little it is. If it deserves recognition and appreciation, please give it to them wholeheartedly. It will
Yeah.
spur them on to doing more for you. You understand? So humility is key. If you don't have it, you better start praying for it, because it's one of the most important qualities every man or woman should have in his or her life.
Oh,
Thank you.
Lovely. I had to give it to you there.
Thank you.
You
Thank
know,
you.
that is lovely coming from a man. You know, so moving on. The next key point we're going to be talking on is
No, appreciation.
appreciation. Yeah.
Yes.
Appreciation.
Yes.
Appreciation is very important. I mean, you have a wife, and she goes all out to take care of your kids, take care of the home, cook good food for you, make sure you have warm water for you to have your bath when you come back from work. You know, she ensures that she supports your dreams, your visions, and all. I mean, once in a while, learn to appreciate her. Always go out of your way to tell her, not just by action alone. Okay, I know of a man, the wife complains, you never tell me you love me, you never tell me thank you, you never tell me how I don't feel appreciated. The man is like, but I just bought you a car. What do you think that means? You know, buying your wife gifts or giving her a car or giving her the latest iPhone and stuff like that doesn't mean you. I mean, women, when you tell us you love us, when you go out of your way to whisper it to us and say, baby, you're the best thing that's happened to me in a long while.
It depends on the person's love language.
After we serve you meals, we want to hear, oh, thank you for this lovely meal. You know, everything doesn't have to boil down to just them giving us gifts and all that. Giving us gifts is actually one of the ways to show appreciation.
Exactly.
It's also one of the ways to show appreciation also. But also go out of your way once in a while to tell us how much you love us. There are so many men out there that have not told their wives, I love you, in years.
Their wives are not complaining because they are doing it in other ways. See, people have different love languages.
Okay.
Some people, their love language is words of affirmation. Okay. Some people is close contact.
Okay.
Every time, oh, I love you, this and that. Some people is gifts. In fact, 99% of Nigerian women's love language is money, gifts.
Okay.
There's no way you give your wife, unless your wife is not a Nigerian. Nigerian women are wonderful. I'm not saying they are not good. They are wonderful, okay? But
Shall we? Yeah.
all this, I love you. If you don't back it up with material gifts, with money, believe me, is it I love you, should we eat? No. So some women will tell you, I don't even care about I love you. Even when you tell them, they don't even believe you. They just say, that was not even coming from his heart. But when they see the gift, you buy her a car, buy her things, she appreciates you.
Yeah.
You know, then if you cannot compliment it with those words, perfect.
Yeah.
You understand? So don't take your partner for granted. I read a story of a man that went to, I think it was a marriage counselor again. So he was complaining about the wife. The wife is lazy, she doesn't do anything. So the man was like, okay, where is she working? So she doesn't do any work because she's in their house. The man said, okay, who takes care of the kids? He said she's the one that takes care of kids because she does not have a job, she does not work. So okay, who goes to market? Say it's my wife now because she doesn't have work. She stays, she goes to the market. Who cooks the food? He said it's my wife because she doesn't have a job. She's always at home cooking food.
Oh my God!
So, by the time they were done,
yeah.
he now realized that almost all the work in that house was done by the woman, and yet you are saying that she is not working.
You can imagine
You
that.
couldn't appreciate her. Now, these are things that if you pay someone outside to come and do them, you pay them very well.
Yeah.
Yet this woman is doing it and no word of appreciation came from you. That is very, very bad. No matter what your wife does, every little thing she does deserves appreciation. Appreciate her. Appreciate her. Tell her thank you. Thank you. Let thank you be something you say every time. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And your wife will be encouraged and motivated to go in the extra mile just to make you happy.
Wow, beautiful, beautiful.
Right.
Yeah, okay. And our final point for today is saving the best for the last, which is trust. No relationship survives without trust. As a matter of fact, the moment the trust is not there or the trust is out of the window, that relationship is over. Trust is a key factor that everybody needs to strive to get in their relationship. Excuse me. You need to have it. If you have a relationship that there's no trust in, your partner does not trust you, you're just wasting your time. You're just wasting your time. And trust is, you can choose to love someone, but you can't force someone to trust you. You have to earn someone's trust. So it's a factor that you need to work on. Strive to make sure that your partner trusts you, because if your partner trusts you, then anything else is secondary. Trust is a key point in relationship that everybody must try to ensure that they work on, build and develop in their relationship. I'd like you to talk a little bit more on that, trust.
Yeah, okay. So the question now is, how do you go about building that trust in your relationship? Is this something that comes automatically? No. Trust is earned. Trust is built over time.
Yeah.
It's not automatic.
Yeah.
The fact that she agreed to marry me doesn't mean she trusts me.
Exactly.
She loves me. She believes so much in me.
Yeah.
She sees potentials in me. She sees the future. But when it comes to issue of trust, she didn't trust me when she married me.
Yeah.
Because trust is something that is proven. It has to do with your character, who you are.
Exactly.
And it unfolds every day. It keeps unfolding. So there's a point you get to, she'll say, yes, I know him. He cannot do this.
Yeah.
He can do this. There's something she will say, it's a lie. It's not my husband.
Yeah.
Because I know him and I trust him. You understand? But the problem now is most people have lost that trust.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe your wife had a little trust for you and you went out to do something that killed the trust she had, eroded the trust. Yes, the trust is gone, but you can still win it back. You can still get back that trust.
Yeah.
The same way you did to get it the first time, you can still do it again. You understand? But don't expect it to be automatic. Saying I'm sorry, yes, she will forgive you for whatever you did, but believe me, it will not bring back that trust immediately. So you have to consciously strive towards building it again, just like demolishing a house. Once the house is down, you have to start laying the foundation. So you have to start building it afresh. Same thing with trust. And if you can have that trust in your relationship, if you can trust your spouse and your spouse trusts you, believe me, nothing can shake you, people.
Yeah.
Nothing can come in between. Whatever she hears, she'll say it's a lie.
Yeah.
I know my husband. Oh, I saw your husband in the hotel with a woman. She will say it's a lie, not my husband.
Yeah.
I saw your wife. She entered blah 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 blah. He will say not my wife. I know my wife.
Yeah.
So you guys should get to that point in your relationship where you can stand up for each other, where you can vouch for each other, where you can trust each other. So that's my word of advice to you.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Okay, we are the Austins, and in conclusion, we're going to leave you with these few words, these few lines, these pattern words. Now, you have done everything possible to make that relationship work. Have you tried these things we just mentioned? Maybe you have. You can still do better. You can still do more. Don't give up on that relationship. All hope is not lost. By the time you apply these skills, these valid points we just mentioned, you will see that your relationship is definitely going to work out. Just keep giving it a try. Till we come your way, same time, keep subscribing to our YouTube channel. Because we're going to keep giving you loads and loads of new ideas concerning how to make your relationship better or how to make your marriage better. These things are working out for some people, and you can do the same. Yours can also be the sweetest of all relationships. Trust me. It doesn't matter how far you've gone or how bad or how badly damaged it's been. You can still start after today to make it work again. So, on behalf of my hubby and I, we say,
we wish you a wonderful relationship.
Please share our videos. Keep sharing.
Okay, of course, we'll do that. Yes, if the video has blessed your life, be a blessing to some other people. Share it on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I know all the social media handles. Share them, download the videos, send them to your loved ones so they can watch and learn and build their relationship.
We love you guys.
And yes, that's why we are doing this, because of
Yeah.
the love we have for you.
We
We
love
want to
you.
see you enjoy a wonderful relationship and a very wonderful marriage. Thank you very much.
Thank you so
Till
much.
we come your way again, same
Thank
time
you. We love you.
on the same station. Take care of
Bye,
yourself.
guys. Bye.